I just knew this movie would feel like work to watch when 10 minutes of prologue felt like 40 minutes. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I'm a film fanatic. This movie is a painful reminder that we do have good stories, we are just struggling to tell them. Suky. There will be spoilers, but I'll try my best to keep it minimal. Suky is a 2025 action movie where the titular character watches his father die at the hands of a notorious gang leader and therefore does nothing of value or impact with his life for the next 12 years. He is then framed for murder and sent to prison where he takes part in an illegal boxing competition put together by corrupt officials. I'm beginning to sound like a broken record whenever I whine about one-dimensional characters. Stop it! So today I'm going to talk about something just as annoying. A passive main character. Suky, the titular main character, does nothing to push the story or plot along for the first 45 minutes of the film. He barely even has lines, and all he can afford to do is to keep his abs clenched and react to whatever is happening around. They don't even use this time to flesh out the character. All we know about him is that he's a devout Muslim. He's just always standing shirtless, looking confused with a very slappable face. A passive main character can be particularly annoying, but not necessarily bad. I won't even compare this film to Rocky because that would just be very sad. Instead, allow me to use a passive main character that is more common. Bella from Twilight. She doesn't do shit for the plot for a majority of her story and is mostly reacting to Edward liking her and all the supernatural stuff around her. Nevertheless, I can confidently tell you that this is a reclusive, observant, empathetic young girl with terribly low self-esteem and a desire for societal norms. The story didn't tell us, it showed us. The same way it showed us the kind of relationship she has and has developed with her father, her friends, Edward and Jacob. Is it just me or this guy had no chemistry whatsoever with Ijaya? Ijaya, who was supposed to be his mentor figure, accomplished only one thing of significance in this story, and that is saving the doctor so that he can win the fight. Then there's the doctor. This was their first conversation and we don't even know how she learnt his name, but she clearly already has the power to pacify him whenever his blood is hot. In developing a story, stop assuming that whenever someone feels a specific role, whatever they do pertaining to that role is going to be alright. People build relationships, and the process of building and even maintaining relationships does wonders for characterization, which is what makes a character feel like an individual. If you think I'm saying nonsense, please just go and watch White Lotus. Tell me how those characters feel. There were enough really good shots in the movie and a lot of decent fight sequences. If the fight had any issue, it was probably the editing and camera work. The choreography seemed solid to me. Again, a number of good shots, just a lot of wasted opportunities. The bed was supposed to be an intelligent metaphor for the doctor's captivity, but it didn't land as it was supposed to land because they needed to show us and they couldn't tell us. Acting-wise, Olarotimi Fakunle, I hope I did that name justice, delivered the most. The script was very favorable to his character and he took advantage of it. This movie wasted the talent that is Bimbo, and wow. I genuinely would like to know how this guy got this job because aside from the uncomfortable amount of shirtlessness, he gave us nothing. As expected, Toby Bakari did too much. It isn't even entirely his fault because the prologue is a movie on its own and didn't need to be so long and busy. The movie does give a very interesting depiction of prison life. It had better, the story has already suffered because of it. It conveyed a foulness about the whole situation that was well suited. But here's the thing. I haven't been to prison before, even to visit, thank God. And the thing with films is that they're supposed to give the illusion of reality. This is quite challenging, and the way a lot of filmmakers approach this is to try their best to emulate real life. All this grammar because I need to ask, did they all have to be shirtless? Again, I have not been to prison and I can only imagine how horrible or nasty a place it is, but shirts can't be that hard to come by. The amount of wet, shiny bodies in this movie is a little unsettling, and I am a very difficult person to unsettle. A personal weakness of mine that this movie was able to hit is that I love a revenge story. And for all the retarded writing, they were able to bring the story full circle. He had issues with his dad throwing fights, so unsurprisingly, he didn't want to throw his fight as well. In conclusion, this film is a very standard 4. I was going to hold both direction and DOP for majority of the shortcomings in this film, just for me to realize that it's the same nigga taking credit for the two of them. Please let me know in the comments if there's any sense in what I said because I tried my best to articulate what I feel is wrong with this film, and also let me know any Nigerian movies or series you would like me to talk about next. Subscribe because I bring out fiction related content every week. Share this video with your friends and you'll definitely see me soon.